my name is Dawn and I go by Busymomstitcher here on YouTube and Instagram. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel is all about my cross stitch journey. Today is January 26, 2025, and this is Floss Tube number 20. If you like what you see during this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Today's topic is going to be I'm going to show you my temperature game. I'm going to talk about my WIPS, some haul, and then some plans, and this will be the video. So it's been a couple weeks since the last time I recorded. So I just have what I've done so far this month of January to show you. So let's get started. Let's see. So we're going to start with my temperature game, and I do from 0 to 9. And in the morning, I look every morning to see what the temperature is, the highest temperature, and I take the last number of that temperature, and that's how I determine what I'm stitching. I already have 10 WIPs that I've already picked out, and I'm doing them until I reach 1,000 stitches. And once I reach 1,000 stitches, I will then pick a different chart. And all of these are non-full coverage charts. There will not be any full coverage on the temperature game. So let's get started. So my first one is City Christmas 2. It is by Stitching with the Housewives. This one came up 3 times this month so far. Okay, let me find the paperwork. This is what it will look like when I am finished. Again, this is by Stitching with the Housewives. This got 352 stitches, and I am at 73.4%. I am actually very close. Probably 1 or 2 more times to pick this up, and this will be completed. There is 4 parts to this, and I've only done 1 part. And this is actually my oldest WIP, I believe. I forget when I started this, but it's a while. It's done on a 14 count Y8. This is where it was the last time you probably saw it. And this is where it is now. I believe I had most of this house, the roof down, and so now I've been just working on finishing up. This is all I have to do is this house, and there's a couple of blue snowflakes I have to do there, and then this one will actually be completed. So there's 4 parts to this series, so this part will be done, but I still have 3 more to get through. They're super fun and easy, and they don't really take long, but I take longer because I get bored and I have to switch out my cross stitch. Okay, let's see. We'll stack it up here. The next one was February Cottage. I'm sorry, this is Cottage of the Month, and this is February, and this is by Cottage Needleworks. I have a couple of these done already, but I'm still working to get most of them done. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. This is where it was the last time you would have saw it. This is done on a 14 count vintage taupe that I have purchased at Hobby Lobby. This one got 109 stitches, and I am at 32.28%. And this is where I am now. So I believe I got these I think I might have got the rest of February done, and some hearts. This bird, I'm starting the roof on the house. So this will get a couple more times. None of my temperature charts are even close to 1,000. They're like in the 600 ranges and that. So these will probably go into February. The next one is Month to Month June, and this one is by Stitching with the Housewives. This is another series that I haven't completed. This is what it'll look like when I'm finished. Love this one. I love the strawberries and all that. I actually have the barn from Paisley and Polka Dots that I'm actually going to be putting this on instead of how they have it displayed here. So hopefully I'll be getting this one done. This one is done on a 14 count malted milk. It's by Lori Holt. I purchased it on Fat Quarter Shop, the fabric. This is where it was the last time you saw it. And if I don't mention the floss, all of my cross stitches are done on DMC with DMC. I will mention it if I use specialty floss, but most of these I use DMC. It's easier for me to get and it's cheaper. DMC is cheap for me to get right now. This one got 109 stitches and I am at 32.28%. And this is where I am now. So I finally, there was a part, some of this one actually got, I haven't been saying that. This one has come up one time so far this month. So I did a little bit of the barn. I believe the rest of the red in the barn or the pink. And then I did the birds blueberries. I feel like this got more than two. Hold on a minute. Nope, one time. This only got picked one time. The February Cottage came out 4 times. So temperature's been kind of cold in that, so here. All right, the next one is So She Did. This is by Lori Holt, and you can this is from Fat Quarter Shop. You can purchase it at Fat Quarter Shop. So this one, I'm gonna show you. So I restarted this. So let me show you what I did on my last before I restarted. So it's on a 14 count Ada. This is where I was the last time, so I probably won't show a picture. This is what I did the last time. So the reason why I am restarting this is because I'm not enjoying it. There is some mistakes up here because I counted incorrectly. I'm not enjoying it the way, because I started in the middle, and this is actually my oldest WIP. And when I started cross stitching, I thought I'm gonna try doing it in the middle, and I absolutely do not like starting in the middle. So I think that's why I'm not liking this, because it's not going in the flow that I like. So I decided to restart it. And so sorry, I'm going backwards here. This is what it'll look like when it's finished, and I really want to get it done. The sewing machine is a lot. It's a lot of just block stitching, but we'll get it. I did change the color of the sewing machine to a more of a navy blue color, just because I don't want the teal. I have more like a gray and navy blue in my room, my sewing room. So that's why I'm changing it. So this again got 125 stitches, and I am at 1.61% because I restarted it. So this is all I have so far, and I am actually enjoying it much better that I started back in the left hand corner. So I got She Believed done. So super excited to redo this one, and I can't wait to pick it up again. It's actually in one of my first bags I made as well. That's a little sewing bag, and it had the vinyl. So I was really wanting to do vinyl bags, and then I started doing all of them in fabric, and I like the fabric bags better than the vinyl. Okay. Then my next one was a new start. We're still in our temperature chart, but I had some new starts so in this picking. So this one I call Frog. The picture I have in my bag is actually the chart. So if I can find the picture that it would look like after it's finished, I'll put it in here. It's actually a birth announcement, but I am doing this for a friend of mine and I just wanted the frog. So I just have a frog. So this one is done on a I won't have a before picture because it's a new start. This one came up 2 times. I'm doing it on a 14 count Atom. It got 191 stitches and I am at 6.5%. And I did have to frog a couple times and I got it back. It's little legs. I was struggling, but I have so far the outline of the frog, and these are just little decorations that are going to be up at the top. So super fun so far. Can't wait to get him to come back out. My next one is Be Jolly. This one I will be glad to get done with. This one's a lot of block stitching and I don't know, I'm not enjoying it as much. I don't know why. It's from the it's from the magazine of Christmas ornaments. And I think this is 2023 Christmas ornaments. So I really would like to do a Christmas tree that has ornaments on it of just cross stitch. And at the time I was like, I'm gonna do all my ornaments on black fabric, but I think I'm gonna start changing that up and just do whatever fabric. So this one, I have to find something to cover this chart down here at the bottom. This is what it'll look like when it's finished, but I am doing mine on a chalkboard black Ada 14 count. This red, like it has taken me forever. I finally got that done. I'm now getting his face. So this one I have done, it came up 2 times and I am at 206. I'm sorry, I got 206 stitches. And since this is paper, I don't know a percentage. I do have it in my Mark RXP, but I only do it because that's how I count my squares. How many stitches I've done a day. So there's a couple other ones that I want to do, so you'll see them eventually probably. So this is where it was the last time I worked it. And this is where I am now. I mean, now he's starting to look a little bit better because he's got a little face and nose. So once I get his mustache in and then his white, I'll be done. And then the words are actually supposed to be in black, and I think I'm going to do it in red. So once that gets done, then this one will be completed. Throw everything back in here. All right, and then my next one is City Valentines 2. This is done by Stitching with the Housewife. I have it in this bag that I made. I actually embroidered the hearts on it. Or applique, not embroidered. Well, embroidered / applique. And then the front. This one, I do have City Valentines 1 done. So this is number 2, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. I am just now starting on that truck. And then I still have the little business office, post office to do. This does have 4 parts to it. This is where it was the last time you saw it. And this one came up 4 times so far, and I am at 407 stitches. I'm sorry, I got 407 stitches done. And I am at 40.10%. And this is where I am now. So I just have a little bit more to finish up on the truck, and then just to do that post office, and this one will actually be completed as well. So I might have a couple in 2025 finishes. Maybe I'll have some fully finishes too. Then my next one was another new start, and this is a 9 patch. It's October 9 patch. It's by Primrose Cottage. This one is a very, actually, I should have this one done because it's less than 1,000. So this is what it'll look like when I'm finished. This is actually a fun one. And they've got the whole, like January through December 9 patches. I have done one, I think the May one was like a spring one. I have that one finished, but that's the only one I have done. But I think I'm gonna put some of these together and put them in for my temperature charts when I spin, because they're easy and you can get it done with, because they're less than 1,000 stitches. So since this is new, I won't have a new picture, but this one came up 2 times and I got 201 stitches, and I am at 34.96%. This is done on a 14 count vintage taupe that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, one of my other favorite fabrics. And this is where I am now. So I got all the border done. I put the black eyes, so all the black is complete. I'm done with the, no, I have some other things to do with black, I guess. I did the little eyes of the ghost, and then I started this ghost. But this one is actually super fun. So hopefully by the next time it comes out, I'll be able to get a couple more of the blocks done. So on my temperature game, I see what the temperature is, like I said at the beginning, and then I only do 30 minutes. So I set a timer and I do 30 minutes, and that's it. So most of the time on my 30 minutes, if it's not a struggle, I can get 100 stitches in, so for that day. And I usually do that the first thing when I wake up in the morning. That's my first stitch. All right, the next one is Halloween letters, and this is again by Primrose Cottage. This is what it'll look like when I am finished. Super cute. This is where I am. This is where I was before you last saw it. This is done on a 14 count. I think it's a gray. No, I think it's a smoky gray that I purchased from 123 Stitch. And this is where I am now. So this came up 2 times, yeah. I actually did the E, the D. I finished 2 bats. And then this, I'm starting the house now. Again, this got 238 stitches, and I am at 13.41%. Oops, I just dropped something. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink. And then my last one for the temperature game is Candy Ghosts, and this is actually a new start as well. This is by Shannon Christine. This is, I believe I got this when I was in her subscription. Yeah, her subscription, and I'm not in it anymore just because of money wise, but I do love all her charts are beautiful and easy to make and colorful. But this is what this one will look like. It's called Candy Ghost. It is a new start. This one is done on a 14 count blue jean that I dyed myself. This has come up 4 times, and I am at 415. I got 415 stitches in, and I'm at 34.96%. And this is where I am now. So I started with there's some leaves, like a greenery here. I started with that, and then I went over here to this ghost. These little things are actually going to be candy, but I started with the ghost, and I think I'm going to finish with him, keep going on the white on him. Super fun. White's not my favorite to stitch, but you just have to do it to make them cute, right? All right, so that was my last one for temperature chart. So let's go on to my new starts. So my new starts are, I already did my non-full coverage new starts on my temperature, but then for new starts, this is all full coverage. No, one of them is not a full coverage, I'm sorry. I have one new full coverage, and then this new one that I started. So I have always wanted to do like a temperature chart where you stitch the color of whatever that temperature is per the chart that you purchased. So I found one at the beginning of January that I want to try stitching on. So this is my new start, and I do stitch this every day because I always have to check the temperature anyways. So I do this one, and most of the time it's just like 23 stitches a day, and that's it. So this one I get done pretty quick. This is called, I call it The Garden. It's by Zara Design Studios. I think I said that right. I might have butchered it. But I purchased it on Etsy. I found it on an Etsy shop. So this is what it's gonna, well, it's not gonna look like this, but this is the design because the colors are gonna be totally different because of the temperature here. But this is what it's gonna kind of represent. But it's gonna have this design, I guess. This is the name of the Etsy shop. There's a QR if you wanna snap a picture real quick. Check them out. So I meant to take this off the cute snap so you can see it all. So let me do that real quick. There won't be a before picture because again, this is a new start. I stitch this every day. So far this month, this is counting today, I have done 749 stitches. And I am at 7.14%. Put all that together. This is done on a 14 count Aida that I purchased from Joann's. 14 count Aida that I purchased from Joann's. Let me fold it up a little bit. It wants to roll on me. All right. And this is where I am now, and I'm actually having super fun with this. So you can see, like, this day, I believe, was a little warm. And then these colors right here, this is when our temperature started dropping, and we were in the negatives. So when you purchase this chart, it gives you a outline of all your, the DMCs to use, like the colors to use, and the temperature. So I go by that, and I use the high, just like I do on my other temperature. So, and then the stem, I decided I'm just going to do 702. I did 702 instead on the stem. I'm going to do 702 for all of them. But this one's super fun. So this is all of January right now. And then you'll have another flower for February. Every month will have a different flower. Same design, it just will be different colors. So that's one of my first new starts. And then my next one, which I just posted today on Instagram, my new start is, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. This is this is by Fantasy Digitals. I didn't even say that quite right. Sorry, I butchered it. Is by Stitching. Stitch is So Beautiful. Charted it. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. This one is I'm enjoying this one. So that's what it'll look like when it's finished. This is done on a 14 count white Aida. And I believe it is one that I purchased. I think this is a Joann's one too. This one has gotten 1,000 stitches and I am at 0.76%. So I am trying to get all of my full coverages to 1,000. So that's why this one gets 1,000. So this is where I am now. This is part of one of the glass windows. So this is the part of the top of the, let's see, it's a part of the top of it. And then the glass window's starting to come in. So super cute, super fun. This down here was a lot of confetti, but most of it wasn't, like this wasn't too bad. So this will go away for a little bit. And it'll come back out when I get through my full coverages. And I'll talk about that here in a little bit, my plants. All right, so then I have these are all WIPS, but then I have 3 WIPS that are not like new starts or anything. So the next one I did was Animal Panorama. This one got 900 stitches and I am at 0.34%. This is by Pain Free Crafts. It's designed by Adrian Chesterman, charted by Pain Free Craft. This is what it'll look like when I'm finished. And Siski Stitches is doing this one, and she's in the right-hand corner. And Stitching Addiction. I think that's I'll put them down below. She's also doing this, and I believe she's over here. I thought there was one more other person. Maybe Kim's doing, no, I don't know who else is doing it. But this one, I can't actually wait. This one's done on an 18 count. So this one takes me a little bit longer sometimes, and I do full crosses. I don't do 10 stitches. I tried it, and I did not like it. So I do full cross stitches. This is done on an 18 count, white Aida. It does take me a little bit longer to get done. I don't know why, but it does when I'm stitching it. This is what it'll look like when I am finished, or this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. Words today, words. Again, I got 900 stitches, and this is now at 1,000 stitches, so it's going in the pile for done with 1,000 stitches. So here I am now. So you can see the tree branch from the panda, and then this is the panda's ear, starting at his ear. So I can't wait till we're right here. I need to get some of these done more so I can start seeing more stuff, because that's the reason why I like doing full coverage. I like things when it starts popping out, especially when that tree was coming out. I was like, oh, look at that tree coming. So maybe the next time I pull it out, I'll get to that panda. These are big ones. These will probably never get done. But I do enjoy cross stitching, so I just rather cross stitch than try to get them finished, actually. Then my next one is Annual Autumn Barn Dance and Hayride. This is by, done by Catherine Holman. It is charted by Stitches So Beautiful. This is what it'll look like when I am finished. I'm really big on like houses and just different sceneries. This one got 600 stitches and I am at 0.5%, or yeah, 0.5%. This one actually got to 1,000 as well. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that. This is done on this one's done on a 14 count Ada. This is where it was the last time you would have saw it. And the tree is, one of the trees is starting to pop out now on this one. And this is where I am now. So the little tree's popping out. Again, I start in the left-hand corner with everything, and I do a diagonal of 100 for each square, and I stitch with DMC. And my last WIP of the day is Country Harvest. This is done by Dona Gelsinger. I know I butchered that. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is what it'll look like when I am finished. There's not much to see here. I'm just up here in the left-hand corner of these trees. This is where it was at the last time you saw it. This one got 300 stitches and I am at 0.37%. This one is also at 1,000 stitches now. So you can see the tree branch and the tree so far. Goes like this. And this is where I am now. So you see the tree branch a little bit here, and these are starting to be leaves of that tree. So nothing really exciting to look at, but it'll get there eventually. Can't wait to get to the house or the pumpkins or something, but it's going to be a while. All right, so that was my last WIP of the day. So let's move on to haul. So I did purchase, I'm just going to show a couple of things. I did purchase some more of these bags. These are the smaller ones from Amazon that I'm going to use for my non-fold coverage. I have a lot of them in Ziploc bags, so I want to switch them out to put them in here. And then I did purchase another 14 count. I purchased all my fabric from Amazon. I did purchase a new, and it's actually put away and I meant to grab it. I did purchase a 20 count. That's the highest. I've never stitched anything higher than ever for 20 count, and I purchased it. So I did purchase that, and it's on a grid, and it's going to be one of my new starts eventually. It's for a Disney one. But I did purchase that, and I did purchase it from an Etsy shop. It was one of my, I got a gift card for Etsy for Christmas, so I decided to purchase a 20 count fabric. And then I got two 16 count fabrics that I purchased from Amazon. And then I also, at the beginning of January, I believe it was, Jennifer the Craftinated has a video out there on a new spreadsheet that she found on Etsy. I will link the Etsy shop below. But I actually purchased it, and I was actually using Notions, and I was liking it, but it took a lot of my time up to put the information into the Notions, and I wasn't familiarized with Notions, so I always struggled with it. So I decided to try this new spreadsheet that Jennifer showed on her channel, and I am actually loving it. Let me see if I can. It is on, I use Google Docs. So that's what I use. You can also purchase it as an Excel sheet, but I use Google's Sheets because I don't want to pay a fee. But anyways, and it's really fun. I really enjoy it. So go check Jennifer Craftinated channel out, and she explains the, here, I can just show you a little bit. So this is one of the pages you'll get. Oh, now I'm going to get the ring, but let's see if I can do this without. So this is what you put all this information in, and you can put in, like, it's just, and then there's a chart, and then there's a calendar, your project timeline. I mean, it's just, I haven't done anything with my DMC yet, but and you can try to make your own little chart. I don't know. I really am enjoying it. So that's what I started using. I'll link the shop below, but go check out Jennifer Craftinated video. I'll try to link her video. I don't think I'll be able to link her video, but go check her video out for this. The place that I got the sheets is called Rainbow Sheets Studio. So I'll link her below. But that's one of my other projects that I did, that I have purchased as well on Etsy. And then my next biggest purchase that I got, that I'm not going to show on this video, I will show on another later video. But I have redone how I do my floss. So I have one master floss. I do not kit. The only time I kit up a project is for my non-full coverage. But everything else, and I'm actually stopping that too, but everything else is not kitted. It's kitted with the picture and the fabric, but no floss. So I use a master floss, and I was using these 4 different containers with all the floss in it. So I do have every single DMC color. But then I found this shop on Etsy, and they were showing me this plastic container you can purchase from Michael's. So I purchased that, and then I purchased the foam, and just recently I purchased some more floss drops and stickers. So I'm waiting for them to come in, which should be tomorrow. And once I get all that and I get it all like I want it to, then I will show you guys how I use my how my master set is fixed and how I use my floss every day. So this container sits by my chair in my living room on my table, and I can just pull out the floss that I need for that symbol or whatever chart I'm doing. So it's super easy. I love it this way. I don't have to kit up thousands of floss that I'm not using every day, and they're just sitting and getting dusted because I'm not using every chart every day. So I really do like the master. And with full coverage, you'll never, if it's a different dye lot, you're not going to ever be able to tell. I can tell you that right now, because there's so many different colors in your full coverage, it's just not going to matter. Now, when it comes to non-full coverage, I try to kit them up just so that the dye lot is kind of the same, but I'm starting to feel like that doesn't matter either. To me, it doesn't. So it might you, but it doesn't me. So I don't worry about that too much. So that was all of my purchases this month so far. Let's go on to plans. So my plans for the rest of January and part of February is just going to be the same. I'm just going to keep up with the temperature charts, and I'm just going to keep up with my goal of 1,000 stitches. So right now I am trying to get all of my full coverages to 1,000 stitches. And once I get everything to 1,000 stitches, which I still have a lot, I will then move that up to another 1,000, and then everyone will get 2,000. So I think that's how I'm going to do all of my cross stitch for right now. This is so much easier for me because I'm not switching back and forth. I do work 2 jobs right now. So just not having to pick 50 million charts every day is a little too much for me. So I've been trying this way for this year is to just get 1,000 stitches in, and then I'm going to move on to the next one, because I do get bored with stitching the same thing over and over. That's what I'm afraid of with this temperature. This one that I only do 23 stitches a day, if I'm going to get bored with it, but I'm going to stick through it. But so far, everything is going good. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, so I'm happy for that. All right, guys, that's all I have to share for you. So if you liked what you've seen and you want to know when I come back on, because I don't have a regular schedule, I'm doing once a month to every 2 weeks. It depends on how I'm doing. Lately, it's been crazy with my 2 jobs, and I've been tired too. So I haven't really been motivated to get on here. And then I also have been trying to quilt a little bit more on Sundays. So Sunday's my only day off. So if I do these videos on Sundays, which is today, it takes most of the morning, and then I have to edit. And then, so my days are I don't get a lot done. So once a month, I think I'm going to keep it at least once a month I will be back on. Now, every once in a while, if I feel like it, I'll do an extra one. But right now, once a month. So just make sure you subscribe, like, comment, so you get notified when I am on or when a video pops up. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we will see you guys later. Bye.